Greetings, cyberspace cadets. It's Irate Prostate here. It's another Friday night and another CREEM stream in the house tonight. We got some awesome people. It's going to be a good show, I believe. Let's have some fun. And in the studio tonight, we have guests. Optic Decay, say hello.
What up?
And Toad McKinley. He's doing it again, man. All right.
Still muted.
Yeah. Oh, one moment. All right, Toad, take your mic off, brother.
Well, they said he'd be back in like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he was stepping away.
All right, and also included Sir Adamantine.
Greetings, everyone.
And Occams Razor. I'm sorry.
You all know who I am. Probably. Anyway.
What if they don't, man?
If they don't, then they probably haven't watched these before.
All right, well, so, like I said, it's another lovely episode of CREEM Stream. It's CREEM Stream episode 30. 30 of these. Occam, man, what do you think?
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. Remember the very first one was on your channel, and
Well, you're already old, but now your stream's getting old too.
how much the time flew by.
man, it's amazing. You got your big people teeth in and everything. I'm proud of you, man. Yeah. I'll say hi to everybody, including Max Burr and William Stenchever. With greetings, people. So, yeah, we're just going to start off tonight, just kind of relaxing everything. Toad, are you there, man? Are you need to take your mic off? I'm not sure.
Well, whatever he's doing, I hope he's being a good boy.
Indeed. Indeed. Yep.
He's been getting into trouble as of late.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, what did he do? What did he do?
Yeah.
Well, I think someone impersonated him is saying bad things under his name.
Oh, really?
I'm saying that I think like if you're a smaller person on the internet, that's like one thing. It'd be really easy for someone to social media accounts mirror it, and then you are saying bad things when you're not.
Right.
It's not like you get a big check mark next to your name like you would if you had like.
I was thinking it was like some sort of evil twin that would just kind of put on a mustache.
Oh.
And just do it.
You think?
Yeah, like saying some mean things here and there, and then go, oh no.
I didn't say that.
It was that guy's fault.
I see.
People trying to frame my boy.
It's interesting. Well, he can't defend himself right now, and that's on him. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
I was giving him a perfect opportunity to just come in fired, but no, he didn't come back.
Yeah, I know. Well, shucks. I guess we'll go ahead and start rolling, man. All right, Optic, why don't you tell us about yourself? Your name's popping up a whole lot, especially with the work you're doing with Tonkin Failure and Vamp Candy. Talk about that stuff.
Oh, well, I was just a random guy who was pretty much done with the business, and I just happened to see that this Kumite show, and it was interesting, and they were talking about the Discord server with Crowd and the Zeph, the cuck and all that stuff, and I thought it'd be funny to just make a little comic of that. And I hammered a comic out about
Optic?
and I'm like, all right. And that's how that started. And then with Failure was like, you got to start streaming. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? He's like, I don't know. So I started streaming after that. It's been a ride since.
Well, cool. And all right, it looks like now that that Theo Cuxtable, also known as Toad, has freed his microphone. All right.
Dogs.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring Rae in here. And everybody, Rae Savage has just joined us. Say hey, Rae.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm sorry I was I had a failure on my channel, and we were just kind of shooting the shit and just wound up having a good conversation. And I looked at the clock and was like, oh shit, it's 10, and so I scampered on over here. What's up, everyone?
Yeah, remember to yell at failure. Yell at that boy.
Oh. Well, okay. Toad.
Yo, what's up?
So yeah, there was shots fired earlier. Supposedly, people have been saying things in your name, throwing hand grenades and saying that they're you, and it's not you. What is that about? Oh.
Is that a yes?
What was that?
Am I still coming through all right? I'm still having troubles with my settings here.
Well, I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch anything.
Yeah, I was wondering if people were asking me. I was like, wait, what?
Am I still coming through clearly?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear that, man.
Okay, great. Well, basically what's been happening is I think some hackers from a notorious website called Reddit have been getting into my Twitter account, and they'll say like really nasty stuff to people, and I'm just here to make friends and have a good time, and it's me, and it's ruining my reputation, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around, really. I mean, if people are going to treat me like this. Then...
That really does sound like the most plausible explanation, Toad.
What? It couldn't be me. I'm a good boy who didn't do nothing.
Yes. So I know.
Of course, wouldn't that be what a bad person would say? No, I'm just kidding.
Best friends.
Toad never does nothing.
Exactly. I'm glad I've got some support in here at least.
We got your back, man.
I'm just trying to track down the evil doppelganger that puts on that mustache and fucks around in your name, man.
I mean, there'd be a hefty ransom. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Emotional trauma I've been going through over these past 2 weeks. I mean, I built up a name on the internet. All I do all day is just to do PR because people think I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm personally waiting for you to steal Medicare's identity and take over for him.
That happened.
You're halfway there already.
No, you have to deepen your voice a little bit, and you'll sound perfectly like him.
Actually, got to be creative to do that. So, not gonna happen.
We could team up.
Go. That might be what it takes.
You can team up. That's what people first knew me as, was the autistic thought when I put on a shameful spray on Warski Live. Since then, I have redeemed myself, and Andy's been nothing but kind to me and very good to me. But
the spray on Warski Live, I missed that.
This was a while ago. This was like the beginning of the year, I want to say, maybe even the end of December.
Did anything in specific go down, or?
I was just really awkward, and Andy wasn't very clear on what the topic was, and so I just was, and I'd never done a live stream with this group of people before, or ever really talked to anyone other than just DMs with like Sofane. So I was like, what the fuck do I say? And I didn't know exactly what was going on. because I said that I disagreed with the alt-right on some things on one of his posts, and I think he thought that I meant I disagreed with him, and that I was siding with what was that guy's name? The Pascal guy. He thought I was like supporting Pascal, and I was like, no. I could see how people are misinterpreting you, Andy, but I fucking hate that guy too. And I was just really like confused, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay, but
if you come on and people think that you're siding with Pascal Leroux, that's probably a battle you weren't gonna win.
oh no,
really not your fault.
I said right away I wasn't siding with it. I was like, I don't really know the situation. I'm not siding with him or until someone explains what the fuck is going on here. I'm a fence sitter. I don't know this situation, man. I've seen a few tweets.
Yeah, it's no big deal, you know. It's the internet. People are gonna spurg out every now and then. I spurg out at least 3 times a week, and you know,
I do too.
people still seem to listen to me.
You know, I even after my autistic first debut on Andy's show, I think I was able to redeem myself somewhat because I apologized to the chat immediately after, and to people who complained about me individually in the comments for giving them
Never apologize. Never apologize to the chat. They're horrible.
That chat accepted me though. The chat accepted me.
I think I remember.
Now they kind of like me.
From the no bullshit fight on the
yeah,
Kumite.
yeah, that was me.
Good
the
time.
Kumite likes me.
That was definitely her. The spanking the knobs.
Knob head is what I call.
Oh, Ray, you have a request in the chat.
Oh, let me check what the chat's saying.
God Pikachu wants you to speak Russian, Ray.
Say something. Yeah, say something profane.
Сука, блядь.
Здравствуйте, сука.
I see. I understand enough Russian that I don't like. I'm not oblivious, but I don't understand it well enough to speak like fluently or to have a conversation in. So I've had
Dead
people.
Language anyways.
Hmm.
I said it's a dead language anyways.
It's the 5th most spoken language.
Not for long.
Whatever. Yeah.
I want to go there. I plan on going there like the full 90-day travel visa stay, and I feel like I just want to, out of respect to the country, I want to be able to be at least like somewhat fluent. Also, I'm sick of people saying stuff and not being able to understand them and respond.
I know what Zugabilat means, but what did you just say, Toad? What was that?
Suka, and then I can like randomly speak gibberish to make it sound like I can speak other languages, so nothing.
You said something that
It sounded like
that sounds like an insult in Russian. I try to think of what it is.
Suka, which Suka's bitch.
right.
No, but you're pronouncing it wrong. It's not pronounced suka. It's suka.
I said when I pronounced. Yeah, that's what I said when I pronounced it.
No, you say it with a very heavy American accent, though. Suka
Yes.
bliat.
Well, it's fine for now because it'll be irrelevant soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually are making some sounds that sounds like Russian. It is different than English because you don't. The words are like incredibly long, and you don't pause. You only like you pause between paragraphs, and the rest is just like one entire like. You don't. It's not the same as English, but I've been working on learning the alphabet right now, and even though it's different, it's actually easier because of the way how they like mark every letter. So you know if it's like a hard sound or a soft sound, and they don't have like the same type of rules.
Right. Like, isn't there like they'll sometimes shove pairs of words together and there'll be like the letters BL between them, or what looks like BL in English, and that's to separate the words, and it tells you what like emphasis to put on the first.
It's not to separate the words. It's if the word is if it's a hard consonant or soft consonant. That's what those mean.
Oh, okay, I got it. Thanks.
So it literally tells you if let's say you're saying like a C in English, if you would be pronouncing it ka or s.
You're right. I got you.
Yeah, so it actually, like, when you're reading it, it actually is like easier because it's like, this is exactly how you say it.
Exactly. Well, you know, we haven't done what we usually do when we open the show. Now, since you're speaking, Ray, do you got anything you want to show for the next week coming up?
I don't have my schedule with me for my channel right now, but I do have some plans. I'm gonna be doing a drunk stream. I think on Occams' channel. I'm not sure exactly what channel, but I'm doing one with him Sunday night, and then I know I have some stuff going on, but as usual, you know, you can always just help me out by subbing to my channel, which is youtube.com/Rae Savage, and my Twitter is the Rae Savage. It's Rae with an E, R-A-E.
Yeah, I've got everything. I've got all the info down. So
alrighty.
Yeah, I got. Yeah,
I have free entertaining stuff sometimes. Sometimes it's chill. I'm pretty open to letting people on. You just gotta message me and not be an idiot.
That's right. Occam, you got anything you want to show out there for the next week or two? Next week?
I have a video that I'm actually working on right now, and by Tuesday. So.
Oh, cool. All right. Optic, is that okay if I call you that, man?
Hey, call me whatever you want.
All right, dude. All right. So, you got anything you want to show for the next week?
For the next week, well, some point this weekend, I'll be doing like a little stream, but I haven't decided exactly when. But on Monday or Tuesday, I'll be doing a stream in the afternoon, doing more Count Dankula related art.
Cool.
Because I've been making sure to do a piece every week in relation to all that. Because, you know, people have already kind of started to move on, and I kind of don't want people to, because it's kind of fucked.
It's very fucked, and you know, there's an article that was in. Well, let me come back to that. You got my brain going now. While you got it, Toad, do you have anything you want to show for the next week coming out?
Yeah, sure. So I'm trying to build up my Twitter following, so you can follow me at Gutenberg. That's at G-U-T. At Gutenberg. ENBURGGG. All I need is you to spam me with photos of gay porn, trap porn, anything degenerate, legal. But anything degenerate you have. It's for a big project I'm working on. I would really appreciate that.
Are you over the age of 20, 21 there, McKinley?
E?
Yeah.
Mr. Cuxtable to you, and yes, I am.
By the way, thanks for the follow back on Twitter, Toad, you bastard.
All right.
Yeah, when he showed up in my chat, I felt like Mini Jim was in my chat, so I felt really special because I think of him as like Mini Jim, like he's like the mini me to Dr. Evil, just because of that one video. And so I was like, Mini Jim is in my chat. I love Mini Jim. And so I told him I'm gonna call him Tim from now on.
Wonderful. That's a meme that I've been trying to get people to quit fucking using. That is a great way to get yourself just turned into the laughing stock of the internet, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
It made me feel special, man.
That's right. So, Adamantine, you got anything you want to show?
I have the usual Drinks with Friends stream tomorrow at 3 Central, 4 Eastern, 8 UK time, where basically I just get drunk and sexually harass anyone who's on with me.
That's right. It can be very fun. So,
You needed me to follow you on Twitter?
Yeah, bastard.
Somebody said I was
sure.
That was me.
Yeah.
You've got to ask me. I don't.
I asked you when I followed you, you bastard.
Look, if
No,
people are whoever's in this chat right now, they must be subbed to by everyone and anyone. Cross sub. I mean, just get this thing as cross pollinated as we can. That's the whole point.
your fucking banner from Hi, I Think I'm Real. Great. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, he loves me a lot.
Yeah, told him to squat on a fucking traffic cone.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what was funny about
How
that
eloquent.
was I made fun of him with a comic when he was talking about how tough he was.
Great, dude. I love that fucking comic.
And then he immediately followed me.
The one where it was the one where he's like trying to do like he starts talking this talk like he's like some kind of rap singer and talking about he'd been in knife fights and shit. And it was like, okay, yeah, you know. So
I just basically just had a toddler just go, "Pachoo."
No shit, man.
Yeah, Real isn't going to be following me anytime soon. I made a comment that he's holding on to. The one about, yeah, I'd fuck him, but I'd have to put a gag in his mouth first.
I just hate him. I tried to watch him before. I said the only thing that he did good was get that clip from the deleted No Bullshit stream. Because finding a mirror of the full stream took fucking forever, and it was T-Clips that found it for me. So, and we all know T-Clips does some digging. But it took forever to find the actual stream. So I said that's the one other thing he does. But I couldn't even when I tried to watch him, I was like, I hate the way this guy talks. I want to punch him in the face. You have a punchable voice.
Well, look, as bad as he speaks, as bad as his voice is, thank God if you've never heard the spoken word rap.
That was so fucking autistic.
I probably can rap better, and I can't rap.
That was almost as bad as Eminem's fucking coffee pot fucking thing that he did. God damn, that was bad too. Oh Jesus. Well, this is fun. I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time, people? Chat?
I am.
Chat's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Go ahead.
You kind of stomped on my plug a little bit, but other than that, we're good.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Bubba. Go ahead. You were talking about doing more stuff related to Dankula. So take.
Yeah, and it'll be on the Optic Decay channel since I now finally have my custom URL.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, everybody should go follow that.
Indeed, and everything.
And I'll probably be having some of you guys on my thing too, if you guys want to.
Yeah, I said
I'm always up for anything, man.
a while ago that we should do once I get my shit all set up on my new computer, which came today, by the way.
Finally.
We should do like a drawing stream or something together.
Sweet.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
The picture I posted on Twitter that I'm working on, I had to take it from, actually had to take a picture on my phone to post it, which is why it looks a little, like, off, because, the way it was, because the layers aren't compressed yet. It was, like, when I would save, like, the image just, like, plain, it looked really awkward.
Well, what are you using?
Right now I'm using GIMP.
Ah, alright, yeah. I don't know anything about GIMP.
It's like discount Photoshop. It's completely free and it does work pretty well. It's just that it takes a lot more time than Photoshop, and you have to be like, you can't manipulate things quite as easily, so you actually have to have some talent to make it look good. like I know with Photoshop you can like make yourself look perfect in 2 seconds, but it's a pain in the ass. But I don't have like $300 right now to pay for Photoshop, so GIMP works.
Get Clip Studio. You can get a version of it for like $50.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into that.
I've got the entire Adobe package, but I was using GIMP for so long. I even downloaded Photoshop because I don't want to try to relearn it.
GIMP is really good though. Especially for being fucking free.
He does all his own. I mean, I don't know if you do too, Ray, but Optic does all his own hand-drawn stuff.
Yeah, I know. I see him doing it. He uses the tablet, right? And it goes into the.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to get one of those because I prefer to hand draw things, and I'll use since I don't have a tablet, I use GIMP to do like the shading and stuff. And to help it give a more layered look without fucking things up too much, but
I actually suggest something for people who want to get tablets where you can draw on the screen. Explore the knockoff Chinese options because some of them are actually pretty good.
I think that's a good suggestion. Yeah, that's worked for me with other types of of hobby devices. Some of the knockoff stuff have been just as good as the money stuff.
Yeah, they make some really good ones now that are actually pretty impressive.
Yep. As a matter of fact, my whole audio rig is a Chinese knockoff, except for the my mixer. So I swear by it. Just Alibaba and shit.
As long as it gets the job done,
Exactly.
All right, Toad. I put your YouTube channel in the chat. I can't find yours, Optic. So
it should be on the page, brother. Look on the page, underneath underneath our picture. All information, everybody's socials should be down and easily accessible.
Well, fuck if you aren't proactive.
Did you get me?
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
All right, because I was just gonna type that down. I was like, all right, I'll throw it in there, but
I'm on it, people.
Jumping ahead of me, man.
It's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm kind of happy that it's like I'm starting to like getting some kind of rhythm at doing this shit. So it's it's not like a complete shit fest for the first 30 minutes. So did somebody want to say something?
No. I was just checking out the layout.
I'm working on the picture tonight. Like I try to finish that one because the one I posted, which isn't great because it's like I said, it's still not done, like or even close to it. So, like I make things look better. And that was the I actually think I sent the original picture to Optic a while ago that I drew during the 2016 election. As I was like a 15-minute challenge thing that my friend sent me. It's like only use pen for like Inktober, and so I drew a picture of myself and got the.
Hey, Irate, can you wrench failure so I can stop having to approve his messages because he's being a little vulgar.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. My bad.
Rob too. Now I've got to approve Rob.
All right. Hold on. Yeah, I'll do all these. All right.
Just use nice language. We wouldn't need to do all this.
Yeah. Well, I had to win a contest to get a wrench on his channel. So.
It's much easier to buy a wrench.
Nobody wants a wrench on his channel. It's a dead channel.
I forgot to tell Failure on the stream I was on with him, which he was on my stream, so I should remember. I'm still working on that picture for him, and as soon as I get my scanner set up, I'm going to be going into it with GIMP, and then hopefully I'll have it up in like a month. Yeah, my fingers crossed. I'm working on a graphic novel, too, which I kind of prioritize over everything else, but I'm working on it, failure.
Failure, you wound me, man. You wound me.
Failure's no selling me, man. I'm gonna have to go after him.
Well, he knows he has an open spot that if he wants to come on, he can. So all he's got to do is show up in the disco.
So don't make me take your tendies, man. I mean, I don't even eat the things. I just throw them right in the garbage.
You don't eat tendies?
Nah, I ain't a tendy, man.
Clean life.
It's not okay. You've just never had good tendies. We have good tendies in Chicago. We got a lot of black people, so they specialize in those tendies.
You know what? Speaking of Chicago, you just reminded me of something. And this is something I wanted to read for everybody because we know that Chicago's got such a huge crime rate. And I don't know about y'all, but I've often wondered, why does Chicago have such a huge crime rate? People will say it's because they've got a completely, 5 generations of Democratic government going on in that city. I don't know,
That is
but
a big part of it.
But check this out, okay? A man who is being held by police on a misdemeanor charge was sexually assaulted twice by one of his guards while he was in the hospital on February 3rd, prosecutors say. Check this out. This is not the good part. Now, Officer Carlisle Calhoun, 46, a 10-year veteran of the police force, faces multiple charges in the alleged assault. Police were holding an unarmed suspect for a misdemeanor charge when he began saying that he was suicidal, leading Calhoun and another officer to drive him to a local hospital for psychiatric eval, reported by the news channel. With the suspect chained to a bed and the other officer away eating food, Calhoun allegedly began giving the man a relationship advice before massaging the victim's feet and then sucking his toes.
Only Chicago, man.
Irate.
What, dude?
Irate Prostate. I see failure popping in and out of the waiting room and the voice chat. I
Well,
don't know what he's doing.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do like 25 things at once. If failure want to come in, come on in. Go in the general voice chat. If you can hear
Figured out
that.
failure.
Yeah, see, I've got it rigged where I'm the only person that can drag people in, so it's.
So he was sucking was a guy he had arrested.
Yeah.
Sucking his toes. Honestly, it's not unheard of in Chicago.
What state? Oh, this was in Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois.
Well, that's like the least violent thing that happens in Chicago.
Yeah,
He should be
That's
counting
actually-
his blessings.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, did he?
I'm from
Did he-
Chicago.
Well, that's until he took him to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but yeah, if next time I'm suicidal, I think if getting shrimped might be the thing that might help me, get relationships advice.
Irate, finish the story.
Okay.
Hold on, did he call him back afterwards, or are you gonna get to that?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, finish that story. Let him finish.
Let's see. And then he allegedly grabbed the restrained man's genitals, pulled out his phone, and snapped a picture. Assistant State Attorney Ahmed Kazako said, according to the Chicago Tribune. The other officer returned and Calhoun then escorted the man to the bathroom, the paper reported. In the restroom, the officer allegedly performed oral sex on the suspect to protests before they returned to the hospital room. And when the officers left, the victim reported what had happened, and sample swabs were taken contained DNA matching Calhoun's. Calhoun was stripped of his police powers when police first learned of the allegations and placed in a desk job, according to the Associated Press, but was not formally charged until Tuesday. He was ordered and held on $200,000 bond, charged with aggravated criminal sexual assault and official misconduct on the police department, of course, reported by CBS Chicago. And he will also now be suspended without pay, according to the AP. Calhoun's attorney said that the officer was well respected and helps care for his elderly mother and performed high-pressure negotiation with knife-wielding man last year. So that's supposed to let him go.
If you're gonna lose your job and get thrown in prison, he really should have fucked him.
Might as well.
Finish
put
the
it in,
job
man.
at least.
Yeah, and then of course the comments. Those some of these are listen to this. I'm reading. All right. I've got to preface this. All right. So if any of you people that like to take snippets out and fucking play them later, I deny it. All right, but I'm going to read it anyway. This is Akir Jewel from Bedford College. Says undercover cops married to white wives in uniform are notorious for favoring the strong superior black DL arrangement in cities like LA, New York, and London, and even Germany. The preference is always chocolate, and we therefore don't require any misinformation about who is really superior or not.
Ray, you cut out there.
Oh, I did?
You cut out, and we were almost ready to start doing some Mad Libs version of that.
He said, all right, he said, undercover cops married to white wives in uniform are notorious for favoring the strong, superior black DL engagement in cities like LA, New York, London, even Germany. The preference is always chocolate. We therefore don't require any misinformation about who is really superior or not.
I read this story, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the guy who's accused of this is black.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's Kansas City Star. I strongly recommend. That was worth every bit of it. I'm very happy I read that. Oh Lord. But all right. I'm gonna go with the funny shit. I'm gonna keep going with the funny shit. All right, y'all like the funny shit?
Funny shit's always good.
It is definitely. All right, so in Argentina, a man has legally changed his gender so he could retire earlier. Yes. A guy whose last name is Sergio, for some reason I don't say his whole name, an Argentine tax official legally changed the last letter of his name to Sergia, assuming the identity of a woman so he could retire 5 years early, the Daily Nation reported. Argentine law allows men and women to retire at 60 while men have to wait. Argentine law allows men.
Irate.
What?
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Failures in the waiting room.
I'm not bad. I'm sorry, failure.
Apologize to his ass.
I'm sorry, failure. Forgive us, failure.
Mr. Failure. Can you hear me? Failure.
What's happening?
Want to see my meat flaps?
Hey, Failure. How you doing?
Hey, Failure McGog.
It's good to hear your voice, man.
Long time
That's right.
He likes it too. Yeah. You ever gotten shrimped by a cop, Failure?
Can't say I have.
That was a pretty interesting story, wasn't it, man?
Would you like to?
No. I do not partake in police activities.
When it comes to foot play, I'm always the getter, never the giver.
I remember I was propositioned by a detective one time.
Okay.
Luckily, it was a she, but she was a few decades older than me.
Hey.
You left out the part where you said yes.
No.
Failure. Have you met Sir Adamantine, Failure?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've never talked, but
We've never talked, but we've bumped. The names have bumped across.
I've been a fan of Failure for a while.
Hey.
Everybody loves Failure, man.
They were both on my stream this week too.
That's right. And now we're all together, one happy family.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya fucking ya.
Best friends.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, who was it that said that originally? I forget who it was. Was that Prince of Queens?
Ugh.
Twins?
Yeah, the twins.
What was that? That was Zeph, wasn't it?
What was one of them?
I don't even know.
They were all so retarded I can't keep it straight.
I hear you, man.
I just don't want. I don't want the trailer park back. We had so many good laughs. I don't want them to ruin. What they
I wasn't
already
around
laid
for the
out.
trailer park. I'd like to see a second arc so I can get caught up on what all went down.
Well, you could take. You they're all yours if you want to milk them for material.
No way. I'd rather see somebody else handle it and just watch from afar.
See, I disagree with you, Failure. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's no one I hate worse than Liz, but they're such better targets than some of the other targets. I mean, they're just begging to be abused.
Like Rae.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was my in, but I think at this point I've grown past the trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of trailer parks, it reminds me of a Florida man I was reading about earlier today. You want to hear about Ivan Figueroa? You're in Florida, aren't you?
Ivan.
Failure?
Brother Failure? Aren't you?
Fucking docs.
The docs.
Docs me, now you're doxing Failure?
Dude.
I know.
Get
What did I do this time?
No. I was you're. I don't think you're close to Homestead, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's a guy named Ivan Filgueira. Filgueira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was arrested once he was discharged from the hospital. South Florida's man to win back the love and affection of his life of his ex-girlfriend included shooting himself in the leg. Ivan Figueroa, 26, and his girlfriend broke up in January after he cheated on her with another woman. But since that time, Figueroa's ex said that he has been trying to get her back, even showing up at her Florida City workplace, begging and crying. Figueroa called the woman at her Homestead home on March 11th, saying that he was going to shoot himself in the thigh to prove his love for her, adding that he knew that he could hit an artery and that he may bleed out. And after his comment,
What better way?
I know. After the comment, the ex said that she heard a gunshot and him screaming that he needed a paramedic. When officers arrived at the scene, they found Figueroa, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm sorry, I can't say the dude's name. With a gunshot wound to his left thigh, sitting in a passenger seat in a silver Lexus driven by an unknown person. Due to the severity of his injuries, he was airlifted. You got the helicopter.
Good for him.
In critical condition, got surgery, of course.
Yeah. What city did you say it happened in?
Homestead.
No, you said another city.
Florida City. That's where the lady worked. She worked in.
Yeah, no. I hate Florida City. It's the worst name for a city ever. It's like, what are we going to call this one? I don't know. It's just a Florida City.
Well,
The city in Florida.
it sounds like that she works for the government, right? Like for the city. Have you ever had any doings with the Florida city government?
No, but I've been by Florida City before. A lot of minorities.
A strange, redundant name.
Yeah.
You guys are giving him a lot of grief, but he sounds like a modern day Van Gogh to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you think about it.
More like a Van Goof.
Van Goof. Oh, but man, you must have pulled it up, dude. Because the first comment says, at least Van Gogh had skill and talent when he cut off his ear and gave it to his brothel maiden. This guy was just a whack job.
I was sitting here jogging my brain trying to remember which artist had done it.
Jogging your brain? Getting that noggin jogging?
Not much up there, but I managed.
Kind of like Warski.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that. I like it.
I am.
Oh, don't worry, I already tweeted him.
Oh, look, the dude's on no FAP. Give him a break, okay? He's probably going through FAP withdrawal.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I
His
hate
girlfriend lives with him, man.
that whole what's her face? What's her name?
Who?
That whole conversation with Irate, Brittany Venti.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of frigid bitch is she?
Were you the one that brought up the
I'm not
point
taking her
that-
serious.
She's working you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I hope she's joking, because if she's real, just stick her in the freezer and warm her up.
She's a massive troll.
Yeah,
Failure.
She
she's
trolled
Failure,
the
weren't
fuck
you the
out of
one that,
Roosh B. It was hilarious.
Weren't you the one that made the point that she was sitting there talking about how you shouldn't look at other girls and you should look at porn, but she's the one that, you know, does a little bit of booby streaming, you know, like every once in a while.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
fucking
a
obvious.
massive troll.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. I don't know, it cracks me up.
Well, my wife's a fan.
Yeah.
She's like, she's working all of you.
Yeah, well, you know,
She's pretty.
go ahead.
If you got Worski to quit masturbating.
Well, I think it's pretty easy
I
when your
honestly-
girlfriend lives in your house.
I honestly never thought I would be talking to Brittany Venti. Like, I remember her, like, when 4chan was, like, really thinking she was real and shit, and we're attacking her, and now we're fucking talking to her. I'm like, what fucking world are we in?
My husband's actually complained about her before.
Well, she
I
was.
watched some like video by some bigger YouTube talking about how she was just this pathetic, you know, streamer, and it's an example of why women shouldn't stream. I'm like, dude, she got all of you fucking morons.
Mm-hmm.
Roosh V was the best, though. I want to yell at Roosh V.
Blame.
Mm.
I just don't. I don't have any personal beef with him. I just want to yell at him.
I want to see the failure. What's that dude's name that's running from you? Mike Enoch. Mike Enoch refuses to debate failure.
Really?
I don't know why.
Heard of him.
Like what? You think you're gonna bring up his tiny eyes?
Well, yeah, the fucking Neanderthal
Jewish
fucking.
wife.
Failure called him out on one stream, told him to shut up because he was too long-winded.
His fucking forehead is like an inch and a half high. I've
He
never.
landed a little bit, I think.
I know, dude.
He
I think
just
that's why
looks
he's
like
bothered.
He looks like he's like crazy. He just looks like it. Believe me, I have a schizophrenic cousin. He's got that same look in his eyes.
Well, maybe he knows that I'm gonna draw pictures during it, making fun of his tiny eyes.
Failure, what do you know about Putnam County?
Nothing. Where's that at?
It says, I don't know, man. It says Putnam County, Florida. It says a Putnam County Corrections deputy was arrested for soliciting prostitution Tuesday, authorities said. Patrick Dean spoke with undercover detectives who he thought were women about exchanging sexual acts for money. Listen to this. And he did this on Facebook as under his fucking account as a police officer.
How are you that?
It was a sting operation. This is on Tuesday. Dean drove to a local convenience store to meet up with one of the detectives with the intent to pay $75 for sex. The report said he was arrested and booked. So allegations of crime of Putnam County, we take
For $75, you have to wonder if it's worth it.
Well, that's kind of my point. You know, he's like negotiating on Facebook with this chick, right? And he's like, no, I can't do 100. All I got's like 75, right? you know, it's not, I don't know, man. It's just it's like a waste of money.
So he was bartering for his prostitute.
Yeah, 300 an hour, or it's a waste of your time.
You think so?
Well, not that I would know. Just saying.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
It's just a joke, bro. The entire Kumite with no bullshit. Every Kumite with him is just a joke. I hate people like that.
Are you still on about him?
No. I just think of him every time I hear it's just a joke.
Who said what? This is a joke.
Well, no, when people like complain, like, whenever they get called on doing something like retarded, and it's just a joke, bro.
Yeah. Can't you take a joke?
It's a prank, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
My husband tried to pull that shit on me once.
Yeah.
I yelled at him.
Yeah.
Hey, alright, have you talked about the gun thing on YouTube or no?
Not really. You want to talk about it?
Apparently in April, gun channels are going to be really fucked over as far as what they can show on their channels. They can't show them building any guns. They can't show them making ammo or anything.
I do have an article pulled up about that, though. Do you want me to go over it and then we'll talk about it? All right, cool.
Sure,
this from BBC.com says Pornhub greets bloggers after YouTube gun ban introduced. Okay. So YouTube has banned videos that show people how to manufacture or modify guns and their accessories. If you already had banned videos, it had already banned videos linked to the sale of guns and accessories. And many firearms enthusiasts noticed that some of their videos have been removed from video sharing website, and some had their channels suspended. Prominent gun video bloggers said that the move was an erosion of the U.S. citizens' rights, and that some said that they would have to move their channels if their content, move their channel content to Pornhub instead. YouTube's policies now prohibit videos that, okay, this is a list. Okay, 1, show how to make a firearm, ammunition, high-capacity magazine, or homemade silencers. B, are designed to sell guns, specific accessories, high-capacity magazines, tools that convert firearm to automatic. 3, that YouTube has prohibits videos that show how to convert a firearm to automatic or simulated automatic fire. Which I don't understand. Simulated, you can use a damn trigger crank and get that. So that's stupid. And then 4, it's against their policy to show videos that to show how to install those accessories or modifications. The changes take full effect on the 20th of April. The decision was met with anger. Some video makers who modify guns and show off their creations as a hobby. Carl Casada and Ian McKinley, who run the gun review site In Range TV, said that they started posting their videos on Facebook and the pornography website Pornhub. It says we will not be seeking any monetization from Pornhub. We are merely looking for a safe harbor for our content and for our viewers, the pair said in a statement. The firearms manufacturer Spikes Tactical said that the change reflected attempts to slowly chip away at our freedoms and erode our rights. And it goes on just a little bit, just not much more after that. And it shows a picture of this guy that's made a gun out of looks like a zip gun.
You know who's getting fucked over too? Is the survivalist people. Like we're gonna need this information to retain it now for when some shit goes down. Like knowing how to build a gun. It's not just crazy people who want to build a gun. Like there's people like me. It's like no, like that shit comes in handy when you're in apocalypse.
One person was bringing up the fact that, like, all right, how about videos that show you how to clean your gun
Yeah.
when they have to take apart their gun? Isn't that technically like violating one of those?
Causes
It's,
more problems not letting people see how to properly clean a gun. I mean, yeah, you should know when you buy one, but we all know people are stupid, so wouldn't, you know, like, it's like, oh, just showing them how to clean a gun.
People will look up on YouTube, how do I turn off my light switch? They'll do stupid stuff like that. So
Right. The issue is, though, you know, they try to use this. It's eroding the Second Amendment. That's just as invalid of an argument as the government. I mean, they can essentially do whatever they want. As shitty as it is, I mean, I like gun videos. I love gun videos, but the problem is there's nothing you can fucking do about it, and there's no replacement for YouTube for these people to go.
I'll start
Irate.
waving around my
They're a
M84
business.
machete on every stream.
Irate. Two things irate. Number one, you've got AP in the waiting room, and number two, it's ironic that this policy of YouTube would happen on Hitler's birthday.
That's amazing. All right, oh, sorry, man. The Hands of Fate has joined us.
AP.
AP, we can hear you. Oh, there you go.
I have come to lay my hands of fate.
AP? Hello?
I'm cutting out.
Can you not hear me?
All right, now we can.
Cut out.
All right, I said I've come to lay my hands of fate on all this cream here on the CREEM stream. How are you doing tonight, Irate Prostate?
Excellent, man. How are you?
I could not be more wonderful. I hear that we're going to move all our content to Pornhub because the only thing we can do is stick it next. It's been our speech has been classified in the same category as dicks and asses as far as the status quo is concerned.
Not yet.
Dirtier, I think.
I don't know about you, but I'm actually excited for this.
Any reason to put Pornhub in my legitimate search history and not have to go into fucking.
Not even go into fucking what?
On Pornhub, that's not porn, I say.
Like I get that fucking YouTube is a business and everything, but it's just the fact that you have a large, amount of people that do want to see these videos, and you don't give a shit about them. Like, make an adult-only section or something. Don't just fucking get rid of it because think of the children.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what I see about it is it's very anti-business. It's like, yeah, you want those advertisers.
Say that again, Optic.
Trusting a company that's going to be screwing over half the demographic that I might be trying to sell shit to. I don't see it as a very smart business move.
I think the way to go might be doing kind of like what I think he's still doing it with Andy, with Blood Sports, with Baked Alaska, the Kumite, Warsea Live, people with similar channels grouping together and getting their own platforms, not to just get directly off YouTube, but at least have that backup for when, things like this happen. There's a place.
They're starting to do it. There's places, there's channels that are starting to make their own websites and everything that have a large enough following that they're like, gotta go somewhere else for these videos that are now gonna be, and the thing is, like, one dude was bringing up, like, he had be able to review them all in a month to find out which ones conform and which ones don't to YouTube's new rules.
I say we push for a rating system.
Well, there is a rating system for the
No,
advertisers.
an open rating system so that people have, the option.
Yeah. And actually be able to fucking, like, if my stream gets age restricted, people actually be able to give some super chats instead of being told, no, adults, you can't, this is a naughty stream where they say naughty words.
We only want children spending that credit card money. That's why I'm like, 18 and up, you have to be 18 or up to be using a credit card, right? But that's when they're going to remove Super Chat, is 18 and up, they're going to remove Super Chat because it's adult content?
When I heard you guys talking about that, that they kick your super chats when it becomes age restricted. That's so fucking ass backwards.
Yeah,
Well,
that
the
really
reason is,
confuses
I'll
me.
tell you, I'll tell you the reason is because the website isn't prepared for super chats. What happened was that for ads, as soon as you kicked your thing into 18 plus, that would get rid of the monetization. They would be like, all right, we can't allow you to get advertisement, but you could have your age restricted video.
Oh.
But the problem is that the monetization is tied into the super chat, so it automatically kicks in as like, no more monetization, no more super chats. Instead of thinking like, okay, maybe the advertisers don't want to have their ads on this video, but perhaps, you know, you have viewers that wouldn't mind throwing a shekel, you know?
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
really good
YouTube,
point. I
about
didn't even
those
think
things.
about that.
that 30% on the super chat is one of YouTube's only financial assets right now. I mean, they keep talking about how YouTube is not the
But I
moneymaker
don't
for
think-
Google.
but AP, I don't think they do it on purpose. It's just that they're so fucking retarded and don't think of these things. Like, all right, go down to the comment section of any video. It still has in the comment section when somebody makes a comment, it still has a thumbs down on the comment. It used to do something. It doesn't do anything
Yeah, it
anymore.
doesn't show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worthless. Yeah, that's dumb. And it just shows how dumb they are, because if they make, for instance, the show you're on in the morning Kumite, if they demonetize that right at the beginning, and they wouldn't get their 30% off all those fucking super chats.
Yep.
If it becomes adult, it's a stupid business move.
Like at least
No
just,
adults, you
just
can't
separate.
spend your money.
Because like when I look at the settings, I see the monetization, but then I also see on the side super chats, and it's like just make it a separate thing.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, it's like Failure said, they weren't prepared for this. I don't think it's a stupid business move. I think they don't even know what's happening. They've got everything so automated with these, bots this AI that picks up on a demonetized. Like this isn't a decision they're making. This is them being technically inept.
Press 1 in the chat if Russian bots are better than YouTube bots.
Well, this is what happens when you have a company where you hire people because of what group they belong to, as opposed to hiring them for their skills. You know what I mean? Oh, there was too many Indian and Chinese people back when Google worked. Now we need some fucking trans kid, like what, like, you know what I mean? All this Google shit about like.
I love that Asians are now becoming as bad as white people in the tech industry, because there's too many Asians employed in these jobs.
I read that too a couple days ago.
didn't you
They're like,
guys
no, we don't want any more Asians. Why? Asians got us to the fucking moon. We need more Asians. Jeez.
Well,
I thought Nazis
deem
got
them
us
white supremacists.
Well, Nazis got us the nuclear bomb.
Okay.
No, that was the U.S. The Nazis got us started on thinking of making one.
A number of Nazi scientists helped us develop those nukes that we developed in the 50s and 60s and dropped them.
And the
They
Jews.
started it, but we figured it out.
And
And the
They
Jews.
started it, we ended
Well,
it.
yeah,
We had a number of ex-Nazi scientists that we put to work.
well, yeah.
Don't forget the
They made a
Jews.
lot of deals after the war.
Well, no, Einstein was the one that did all the math and shit, and he was in America because he escaped from Germany. So, so technically, you can say, before it went, before the Nazis went all fucking,
No, it's just a
all
fact.
storm
Germany
footy and shit.
number one in science and technology at that
You're
time.
absolutely
in the
right.
world.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, no,
That's
they,
why
they
such a small
figured it
country
out.
grew so much. Yeah, they were number one,
Yeah.
and
Well-
we used a lot.
Come back, AP. Yeah, we keeping dropping out.
Yeah, I keep hearing the same
Fucking
thing.
annoying.
I thought that
Yeah,
was.
I think
I thought that was
it's
just me.
definitely- Yeah, I
No,
thought it was just me too.
It's annoying as fuck.
No, I asked the chat earlier. It's they're hearing it too.
Yeah, maybe it's too many people in this call.
Hey, maybe you should have just used Hangouts.
Yeah, so we could all sound like robots while we drop out.
Here.
Just fucking around.
Yeah.
So failure. What kind of porn site are you gonna start putting your content on when YouTube just says we can't do what we do and we have to go on like? What I mean, you're gonna go with like Pornhub. You can go with like Spankwire, X Factor,
X Hamster.
X Hamster. Nice.
Oh, good shit.
And you're not gonna go mainstream with it, Pornhub. I mean, you're gonna do some real weird shit with your show.
No,
You want those hamster porn demographics?
You guys, but I was putting my videos up on transgirls.com for years before I got on YouTube.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
you know, as a married man, I don't have any idea what these people are talking about. I do that.
Right.
I have never heard. I don't know what they're talking. What is this? this ham?
All married people deny.
Ham bone?
Well, no, but then you get to what we do with our tags now. That's how you find your audience. You with the tags and the title and all that. What you do with your video on Pornhub, you're gonna have to think about weird shit. You're gonna have to be like, okay, what audience from Pornhub do I want coming to watch my videos? I mean, do you want the fucking trap community?
What did y'all see the thing with the rating system? The PG and M and dude, what the fuck?
Well, that's for the advertisers. That's not for us. Like, I wish they would give us something like that. I wouldn't mind something like that. But here's the thing. Like, you see how Irate has like the moving background and everything. Instead of that, you're just gonna have to have like some DP happening in the background while you're talking. That way.
There's got to be some cream pie going on.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, just people like fucking and stuff.
There's some shows that couldn't integrate like sexy college co-eds taking cream pies and facials and shit into their fucking show. But I think Fright Supremacy, Saturday night streams, the shit that we do, that's right up our fucking alley. So if we got to move to
How about Sargon? Do you think Sargon would fit in?
No, people would never accept it with Sargon. He'd be dead after this. But people like us, scumbags like us here, we
Just throw a little cartoon porn.
Scumbags will inherit the earth, guys, and we're not going to be those scumbags.
Well, I know that at some point I'm just gonna have to have that little thing in the corner.
See, the thing happened again. The fucking thing happened.
I think my stream would fit perfectly on Pornhub.
You see, I was giving Goth Charlotte a plug, and now go out.
Discord's ruining stuff.
It's just wrecking everything.
Discord is unreliable.
Well, it doesn't want me to give porn people a plug. It's racist against porn people.
Racism.
Told you so.
Oh, by the way, no Charlotte started tomorrow night, guys. She ended up booking some more anal porn, and couldn't do it.
Well,
She's gonna be she says she'll be watching, but she'll be taking it in the ass at the time, so she won't be able to do a lot of interaction.
Was that?
Should be with us all in spirit.
Did y'all ever do that thing with the fucking Star Wars toys and shit?
It was supposed to be tomorrow.
Oh fuck, man!
We were gonna surprise you guys with it, and she was gonna put in Boba Fett up her butt.
God damn it!
Now we have to wait.
That fucking sucks.
Well, there's always next Saturday. You know, there's gonna be one Saturday that comes up when she's like, my butthole's hurt from Friday, and you know, maybe she'll do some like black guy porn on Friday, and she'll have to like, you know, just, and she'll already have the gaping Sarlacc butthole for Saturday.
She'll be.
I mean, if she fucks black guys on like Friday, then we can like actually get like the fucking the sail barge and shit involved and Jabba.
Oh, then you could throw a Lando in there.
Yeah, well, no, Lando, we could throw him. We have to pull him back up. You know, it was Han Solo fell in, and then they pulled him. But yeah, all that good shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to explain to my wife with the scene with the worm and shit.
You shoot him in the leg.
Yeah, with the that's gonna be great, man.
Well, we try to do something a little different.
That was fucking genius. Fuck, man, excellent shit. Excellent shit.
Fucking piss me the fuck off. I'm gonna have to do this fucking like getting me in rage mode.
Did it do it again while I was talking just now?
Yeah, it keeps coming out.
Yeah.
Probably up.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of
drop out.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop off and listen. I think it's just that there's too many people in this one room.
Well, I'll bounce to you guys. Fucking, I'll let you guys get to what you was doing. Well, no, if it happens
dude,
again.
you're welcome to hang.
I can bounce if you guys want to stay. It's fine.
I mean, I know it was doing it. I was hearing it on there before I jumped on, so I'm thinking the catalyst, if that's the case, would be 2.
Why don't you stay? I'm down on my knees.
God damn.
Oh shit.
It's Aspie.
I have a penis and I'm wet somehow. How did that happen? That's powerful.
He's pretty fucking good, man.
I'd hate to see what that did to women. I didn't know the butthole got wet. What did you do? How did you say you trick people with that shit?
And the best I can do is the Irish drinking songs. God damn.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Don't ever come around my bitch. I'm just telling you right now, man. Like, get this straight. Stay away from my bitch singing like that.
Try to regale you with a tune to keep you in the call, and I get this kind of hate. It's hurting me deeply.
Nah, man, nah. There's a tune, and then there's like being Tyrese. All right, now. So you just stay the fuck away from my bitch.
I'm about to fuck this man's bitch.
So no. Somebody with the power to get pussies wet like that don't need to be coming anywhere near me or anyone who knows me. You stay away from us. You just leave some bitches for the rest of us, and there will be peace for our time. All right?
I thought I was gonna make some internet friends here tonight, but looks like
no. You made the worst mistake on the internet, man. You were too good at something. We hate that.
He's a mutant, man. That's some shit, isn't it, dude?
I'm kidding, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It was good.
That brought a tear to my butthole, for real.
I'm gonna go make another drink. I'll be right back. I can't handle all this hate.
God. Oh, so you want me to throw some more Florida shit at you?
Okay.
Hey, I've got all kinds of Florida shit.
All right there.
Let's see. How about something from Pinellas Park? All right. Pinellas Park police detectives arrested 49-year-old John Gibbs after they were able to identify 14 different victims in a video voyeurism investigation. The investigation began on March the 2nd when the officers were called to an office building on North 66th Street in Pinellas Park to investigate suspicious incident in one of the women's restrooms inside the building. Officers said they found 2 separate video recording devices above the ceiling tiles inside 2 different women's restrooms. The devices contained video of multiple women and 2 men who had been recorded using the restroom.
Wait, why were men using the restroom in the women's restroom?
You just got to skip through that, right?
Where did these 2 men come from?
Right, exactly. What are they going in the ladies' room for?
These just savages, dude. They said 10 women and 2 men. So our planet is 20% savage. That's good. That's good numbers.
Investigators say that
savage in here. What you talking?
That's right. Investigators say that 14 different victims have been identified. However, several more victims remain unidentified. Oh, shit. The detectives have notified the office building management of their findings. The building's management has since notified the 60 different small businesses that are inside the building. Pinellas Park Police asking anyone who either works with or even been a customer at any of these businesses inside this building to call it, gives a number for them to call. So, and I'm reading from the Fox13news.com website. So if you want to...
There are a number of problems here, Irate Prostate, if I may.
Please.
There are a number of problems that I'm seeing. First of all, this dude put it in the ceiling tile and not the fucking toilet, because then we could just ask these bitches to bend the fuck over. We could identify them clearly that way. You're trying to do it by the top of the head, and the problem is these chicks. Where did this happen in Florida? Apparently in Florida, they don't give enough blowjobs, or we'd be able to identify the top of their heads. Now I want to know more. I want to know more about the 2 dudes that walked in the ladies' room.
No doubt.
That's the real story. Where were these guys? Why did they just? Was the men's room broken? Was it full? Are they trans? Are they just savages? Did they get done getting a blowjob and take an after piss? I mean, what happened here? Why were they in the ladies' room?
We don't know. They didn't go that deep into the story.
And we don't know who did it?
Shoddy work for these supposed journalists here. I'm just aghast. I'm speechless.
You're beside yourself.
I am. Here's something else.
You can't even see any of the goods. Like, let's say you wanted to watch like ladies make the toilet. Like you from the ceiling tile, you can't even see the goods. Like that. This doesn't make sense. Irate Prostate.
I know. This
sounds like there's more going on behind the scenes. Like the CIA may have been involved in. This is a cover story for some CIA bugs or some CIA cameras they had to come in there and get rid of.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't find who was doing it, and it was in the wrong place. If you want to see the goods for some boy or girls making the toilet porn.
You know,
I watch a lot of Charlotte Sartor. I know a lot about the girls making the toilet porn.
Don't you ever rub one out to the top of a girl's head? Maybe that was his thing too.
I mean, I don't think that kind of demand exists for the amount of quote unquote victims involved. This was the CIA.
I have a request, AP. Give us a dusty Florida logic.
Logic. Those goddamn glow in the dark black CIA agents. Logic.
Well, all right. Now, what do we classify this dude? All right, this dude's name is let's see. All right, it says sheriff deputies in Hernando County. Now, see, I worked in the detox for a year and a half. Okay, and that was a really work. Check this shit out. All right, sheriff's deputy. Man, just wait. Sheriff's deputies in Hernando County, Florida, responded to a call the other night about a gold Toyota Scion that was, it was really fucking square of cars, man, driving recklessly near an apartment complex. Witnesses saw the driver crashing into mailboxes and other vehicles before parking his car. A man who was walking his dog approached the driver, identified as 24-year-old James Daniel, and an argument broke out. Daniel pushed the man and ran away. Hernando County Sheriff's helicopter located the DUI suspect a short distance away, lying on his back between a couple of air conditioning units. And the test of his BAC, his blood alcohol level, was 0.316. Okay?
Wow.
This dude,
wow.
Yeah.
How are you alive?
Yeah.
It's a typical Friday night.
Dude, I had this dentist wife who was at 0.315 one fucking Saturday night. Never worked night shift at a detox. That's all I'm saying. The dude should be at least in a coma. Okay.
Irate, are you sure I couldn't beat that?
To be honest, I wondered, do you have, you need to get a test. You need to get a test, dude.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Have you guys ever got one of those, like, cheap breathalyzers and then just got fucked up with your buddies and see who could get the highest BAC?
Yeah, and we've tried to beat them by putting, like, pennies in our mouths and had a blow on it and kind of at the side of your mouth and shit. We've tried to beat those things for fun. All wasted. It's a cool game.
Hey, well, you know what the thing is? I was at this barn burner one night, and they had, like, a legit one. I won't say that there was a police officer there that was fucking around with us, but there might have been. And if you take, like, say you're booze cruising, having a beer, driving down the road, if you take a drink and then you blow right into it, you'll blow way the fuck over. So you could potentially get busted and not even be over the limit, and they wouldn't know till they get you back and do an actual blood draw on you.
Well, I very rarely these days cruise down the road with a fucking bottle of Jack between my knees. So, that was like, post divorce. Fair enough. I'm just a man.
Fucking bitch.
Sometimes
now that he comes out with his name, he can't tell the good stories anymore.
No, I could never. No, there's some parts of your life you need to leave private.
Leaving that rearview mirror, man.
Yeah.
You pop that shit right in that coffin. You go, nope.
No.
Bye bye.
Irate, I think I see a future stream in this.
Never happened, dude. I'm not telling those kind of life.
No.
I'll tell you about the good times, but the bad times, not so much.
No. Sir Adamantine is he is a consummate consumer of imbibables, and I guarantee you this dude could probably top that. So that's what he's referring to, I believe. Am I wrong?
No, I'm pretty sure I've had several streams that probably did. I mean, when you start a stream with a
what?
an empty bottle, a full liter full of whiskey, and you end it with an empty bottle. I'm relatively sure. I'm probably pushing it then.
Did that, I woke up and I pissed my girlfriend's bed.
I'm still thinking about the cameras in the toilet, man. Like why they were in the ceiling tiles. That doesn't make sense.
You know, there weren't any mirrors, right? Exactly. Get a mirror type thing right on the floor. You know,
yeah. If you want, I mean, if you want to watch ladies take a shit or whatever, like you're not going to put it in the ceiling tile. Like, what was he getting off on? If he was getting off at all, maybe where was it? Where I mean, were they? What do they do in this fucking office building? How do I know this wasn't the fucking CIA? Like, I want answers for many of these questions, man.
Well, maybe he was in the hair buns, and the only way he could nut was like looking at a hair bun from the top.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you could get pictures of hair buns anywhere. Like, you could just look that up on the internet.
Live. He wanted that shit
real
live
time.
with the poopy fumes and all that shit. Yeah.
I mean, but you could just go see live hair buns walking around. It's not like, you know, pussy.
Not with the shit.
It's all about it.
But you can't smell through the camera. It doesn't make sense. This was the fucking government, guys. There's something going on in that office building they want information about. That's all I'm saying.
Can't fix it. Man.
How often is Doris taking a shit?
Story doesn't make sense. Read another Florida story. I bet the government was involved in that shit too.
Let's see.
Do you think that story that Dusty told about getting robbed by his weed dealer after he took him to his grandma's house is legit? Or do you think he's pulling taking us for a ruse cruise?
No, I think it's stupid enough to be real.
I think it's real.
Yeah, I do too, man.
I think he's that much of a dumb son of a bitch for that.
Well, he's never been particularly good at the whole trolling thing, so it makes me think it's real. But
I'm
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna say anything because it's not my business to tell shit about people's lives. But if you just like Google Dusty Smith's name,
I googled a lot when I made that little video about him.
Yeah.
I know a little bit too much.
Well, AP.
I have to say so. Like recently, he did say he was proud of it.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody confronted him on it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking forgot about that. They deserved it." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah, fuck
That
him.
means you're crazy, dude. That means you're fucking nuts."
Yeah, it's like I was listening to you and the G man AP talking about old times and old friends and shit that the back in your partying days, man, you hang out with all these kind of people, man, and they like, you just know a couple of them aren't going to make it, they got that cloud on them, man, and shit.
It's obvious who to bet against on life, man, who to put your money on in the Deadpool, for sure.
Yeah, no shit, man, and you were really like taking me down memory lane, man, because, y'all were just talking about these couple of these dudes, and I'm like, God damn, and instantly I thought of these people. It's interesting how.
Oh, that was the Fright Power Hour a couple nights ago.
Yeah, it was a couple of nights ago, man. Exactly.
Gasly didn't know that dude was dead. For real, that's not an act. When he asked about that dude, I'm like, no, he died. He got stabbed in a meth deal. That was legit. But what about his friend? I'm like, motherfucker fell down some fucking stairs, fucking 8 holes in his brain when he was in the coma because he had so much of that shit in his system.
Hold on, are these dudes you guys knew, like in real life?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man.
Well, and then it was telling that story about Gasly pissing in that chick's mouth.
Yeah. That chick, she begged us to take it down when it got around so bad that her husband found this video of his wife getting pissed in her mouth.
What? This is amazing. Dude, give me a little bit of context here.
Yeah, man. Well, it was like 2002 or something like that. We were younger men. Like, and I was having a barbecue,
I gotta mute myself.
What? No, we were having a barbecue, and Gasly and this whore I knew came over to the house because I think maybe Facebook or a random text message. I'm like, oh yeah, come over. So she comes over to the fucking house, and we start talking about old times where she was pissed on previously by a friend we referred to as Dangerous Dave, who was a cage fighter, who pissed on her and revealed to the world that she liked being pissed on. And so she starts defending how clean and natural piss is, and it's not a big deal. So of course Gasly's like, well, can I piss in your mouth?
What? I did come back to hear
She's
this.
sitting there drinking beer, and she's like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And so I'm over here like, because I'm a good V1, I'm over here like, "Can I film it?" And we were like, so we gave her the company logo, the company slogan we had at the time. We gave that to her, and she literally and it was masterful camera work because it was from over Ghastly's shoulder, but you couldn't see his dick. But you could see from where the stream began, and it hit just all over the face and the tits, and she was on her knees. She fell down like she sold it like a wrestler. She gargled it and spat it into the air like a whale with her out of a blowhole, and screamed some shit from some wrestling shit and all this. Like, then I had to let her take a shower at my house.
There's no self-esteem issues there.
What a lovely lady.
No daddy issues.
That's strong, independent.
Ironically, I swear to God, she grew up to be a psychologist.
Well, no, that's not surprising. There's some messed up people.
They're the sickest motherfuckers, man. I worked in that business for fucking 15 years. Don't get me going, man.
The funnier half of that story is, so what do we do with this video? Well, we're also aspiring. We also like play around with video. You know, that's what we do. So we put some it was early 2000s YouTube, so it was nothing, but we put it on fucking YouTube. And YouTube didn't have all these checks and balances it has today, dude. Like a video of a chicken pissed on gets around. And so I get a call from her. She never mentions it. I don't hear from her again for like ever. And then she says her husband, she gives me a call one day and says, I need to please, crying, begging me to take this off the internet because her husband has now seen it, and it was going around his office and shit. And it was ruining reputations, and she was about to get a divorce. She was still married when this happened, and yeah, so we went ahead and took it down. It had already gotten like 10,000 views or something.
AP, I just had to run and shut all the windows in my house. It started downpouring, and I didn't realize it. Did you say you put that shit up on YouTube?
Yeah, this was YouTube back in like 2001, 2002, so you get away with a lot more shit.
And it was 2006.
Yeah, it was called Taking the Piss. It was a great video.
No. Oh no.
Now my even Ghastly will tell you, and he very rarely will compliment me on the production floor because you don't compliment a stagehand. But this time he will say that was masterful camera work. That was masterful.
Incredible. This is incredible.
I take a lot of pride in that, and I'm sorry that video is gone forever. Like I would like to put it back on YouTube in some way.
Wow. I totally hear you on that, man. That when y'all were telling that, I was just on the floor rolling with this shit, man, because it was just, and I know that chick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows.
Oh, you know her
chick.
too? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that chick.
In your world, is her name Sylvia?
No.
Okay, different chick that likes to get pissed on. Sorry, I thought we knew the same person.
It started with the R.
She's not an internet person. She's a fucking psychologist now.
It's
like
not me.
It's fine.
It's not me.
It's not. No, not her.
There's a lot of Sylvias out there.
That's right.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm over here like Black Dynamite now. Like, shut up, little girl. A lot of brothers got that name.
Black Dynamite, man. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes. Yeah, we did. We've done some of the pissing on the bitches before, man. We've done some of that shit. We've done. We've lived fruitful lives as young men. We invented new drugs, stuff like that. Like put cocaine and Xanax together and call it barbells and snorted it, shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I have a funny story once. One time when I was like 16 or 17. And I was really high already. I tried to create a new drug, and I used like Play-Doh and household chemicals and flour. It didn't work, but I nearly killed myself.
Yeah, not
I feel
exactly.
like what was happening here is you were trying to write a joke on the fly.
No, I actually did that. I actually did that.
But you got better, right?
I don't do drugs anymore.
All right.
Here when AP said there's some stories that you just don't want to tell.
Yeah, that's one of the sad stories. You don't want to tell that story. The happy stories. Tell us about the first time you pissed on a guy.
I'm gonna guess that was my dad when I was a baby.
Okay, come on. You know what we mean. After you're legal.
Yeah, no.
This isn't the Destiny stream. We don't want to hear about that kind of shit.
Hold on. It's Molestiny from now on.
It's not the Molestiny
Actually,
stream.
I think I did almost pee on my husband because he made me laugh so hard once.
Oh my god, that's lame.
Almost. Did he ever pee on you?
Yeah.
No.
come on.
I'm
Okay,
not,
not one
I'm
of
not
those.
into that.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Oh, there's no punchline. It was a real question. Some
Yeah,
people
no,
like to pee on.
Hold
I
on.
met
How
one.
long have you guys been married?
We just got married this November.
Oh yeah, you're way too early into it to start trying
We've been
crazy.
together since high school though, so.
Aw, it's like Grease.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask the question I was going to ask.
Yeah, come on, that's love. Let's not mar it with
That's
our
right.
old man questions.
That's
Wait a year.
How many fingers can he fit? No, we don't want to know that stuff.
That's like,
No,
yeah,
I actually looked in the chat. They want to know that stuff.
yeah,
That's confidential.
Hold on.
That's-
Fucking stone Mexican guy in the chat said a chick wanted me to fuck her while
Fuck her
While
mom
her
while she
mom-
what? Whoa.
Oh yeah, fuck her mom while she watched.
That's crazy. I did sisters like that one time though.
That woman.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but not
Were they
a
twins?
mom. That's special. Wow. Viva la raza! No, I had one sister watch me bang another sister before, but I've never had mom, and that's degenerate. I'm sorry, I don't want to break up a happy household.
But what about married couples?
No. Do you mean lesbians?
No, I mean like.
Have I ever?
You have a married couple and one of them wants to.
Nah, it's too many sausages, man. Sorry, man, too many dicks in the room.
Yeah, I like sausages.
I'm not one of those guys. Well, I mean, then maybe that's cool if you do. Like, then that's the room for you, dude. That's not the room for me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can go in whatever room's good for them, but that's just not my room.
Just
A
make
dude's
sure
never
that
asked you
they're
to,
over 18.
To do him a favor with his old lady. Not that he had to watch, but
No, but I've fucked up and done some dudes' wives, and luckily they never found out and shot me. That's happened in my younger days, but no, I've never been like with him in the fucking house. Like, yeah, go ahead. No, I know a motherfucker like that, but no.
I think everybody knows a motherfucker like that.
I know a motherfucker like that who will just be like, "You want to fuck my wife?" You're like, no, not for me.
That you have to ask is what turned me off.
Nah, because, well, we ended up streaming at our age, man, so it means we've lived these fucking hard-ridden lives, dude. We've got nothing but fucking stories. We've settled down, you know what I mean?
See, I don't have like a ton of stories, but I know one which one I'm not proud of, which is always a good way to start, is there was this girl I hooked up with, and just as like we were getting down and stuff, she told me that she was cheating on her boyfriend with me.
Oh no.
So,
That's what makes a man right there.
No,
What do
so
you
what
do?
happened was I did what I need to do, because I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get mine. And
no,
then
fuck what, I've never cucked a dude. That's too many sausages in one room.
No, I was already like in there.
Oh no, I'm
So-
talking fuck what, asked that in the chat. I wasn't calling
alright.
you. I wasn't calling you fuck. That's fuck what
Alright.
in the chat.
Okay,
Just
good.
out of nowhere.
Sorry,
Yeah, fuck
sorry
you.
about that, man. It was about to scroll by, and he put an orange box on it, so I had to respond.
So this is where it gets real fucking stupid. Okay, this dumb bitch tells me this whole thing, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get mine, whatever. And I threw her the fuck out, right? Just after everything, threw her the fuck out. And what happened was she contacted me like a month later, because I cut off all contact. About a month later, so I pretended I was my brother, and I was informing her that I died of cancer.
What the fuck up?
I thought you were gonna say she said she was pregnant.
Oh no. She wanted to hook up again. I was like, nah, he dead.
Dad.
Damn.
He
What
dead.
did he die of? HIV.
he died of the cancer AIDS. But yeah,
Ass cancer AIDS.
no, but the funniest
Advanced
funniest thing-
gonorrhea.
I was in the city like about a year later, and I saw her, and she looked at me, and I immediately had to duck into a McDonald's. It was fucking.
Nah,
cool.
just no. That's you. You've got us. That's why Ghastly does the ghost shtick. Just be like, I'm a ghost. You'd be surprised how many people buy it.
Oh
He
shit.
does kind of look like one.
See, just like that's we've got a lot of ex-girlfriends in this town.
Yeah, I know.
Some of them may think I'm dead. Ghastly is dead, and he's still got to run into him. It's a damn shame. It's hard to be a ghost.
See, that's my move. I'm just like, you know what? You know, they fuck around. Just be like, oh yeah, by the way, dead. Make him feel bad. Give him a bad afternoon.
I just call him a couple days later. I'm like, you should go get checked. I just found out I had HIV. And then what you do is like, obviously you don't have HIV, but when they go and they find out that they're clean, then like they're like, "Ooh, I dodged a bullet with that asshole," and they never call you again.
Yeah. That's definitely the move. I wasn't thinking too well at that point. I was just like.
Or if you want to shake a bitch, if you got a bitch that's like stalking you, a good way to shake that bitch is just when you're driving down the road and like have your Facebook app open on your phone and check in just at random bars and shit like that, and just send a hoe on a wild goose chase to find you.
Oh, I've done that. It's great.
Yeah, that's
What you can really do, if you got a girl that won't quit fucking bugging you, you know, the more you ignore them, the more they fucking bug you.
I hate people like that.
Yeah,
I don't have
know.
Facebook anymore.
I'm learning a little bit about that recently. Yeah, that's not cool at all.
You can do.
You get 3 messages to someone, and they need to be spaced appropriately. After that, if they don't respond, you need to wait at least another 5 days.
You do.
That is
if
my
you go to
rule.
go to their earliest picture on their Facebook and just put a winky face, and then just start liking their posts, you know, as you go along, and then just put a winky face and just keep. You freak them out, they fucking block you. You never have to talk to them again.
That's a good one.
I just murder bitches. I throw them in the Gulf.
Throw them in the
Jesus.
Let the sharks and the gars deal with those hoes, man.
That's what I'm
Yes,
talking
the
about.
bitches.
That's what's
Yes,
cool
the
about living in a.
bitches.
That's what's cool about living in a fictional city is you can say, you know, maybe AP has murdered bitches. Maybe you never know. We could write it that way if we had to. I live in a
What are
fictional
you
city.
gonna do? You gonna go check?
Why are we legitimizing my murdering people joke now? Like I've been saying that shit. I'm not getting deep into it. That's actually gonna provide suspicion. I'm gonna end up going to jail for some murder I didn't even commit.
You're gonna arrest the cartoon fraud.
Like I'm like, you accidentally described something that really happened. No.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm like,
fucking-
yeah, I threw this because I'll fuck up and I'll say something too specific, like just making it a good story. You know what I mean?
You got some fucking burnout detective in the crowd that's just like, hold on.
As a
I
matter of
remember this
fact.
case.
They come to arrest you, and you just hand them a stuffed animal frog.
I was the
and
hippie
just hit the
slayer. You got
motherfucker.
me.
I was supposed to retire next week, but fuck it. I'm gonna see this one through. I found him.
They asked, you know, when asked how they could charge me for a crime that was committed in 1968, before I was even born, the police only replied, "He's very crafty."
Exactly. Oh man. Oh, thanks for popping by, AP. It's so good to have you, man. You kind of light up the place. This is a special chemistry we've got with the whole crew.
I always enjoy coming by and talking.
You like the young and Theo Cuxable? He's a strapping young man.
What up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's all good. Let me check your prostate.
Exactly, and Optic is jamming. All these guys, you know, it's I don't know, man. I'm having.
I barely said shit.
No, dude. Sometimes this thing goes on auto fucking pilot, man. You know, this thing's on autopilot.
No,
shit, it's like
It's all
doing.
good. I'm having fun, man.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
It's a good time, man. Appreciate you inviting me on. It's fun.
Well, screw man. Let's see, we talked about the gun guys going to Pornhub.
Oh, there's one more story I have to cover.
Oh shit.
This happened to me. I have the screenshots on my Twitter.
All right.
Let it rip.
So he deleted some of his comments, but not my stream with failure, but on the stream before that, I was debating a MGTOW. I may have gotten a little heated, used Jim's now infamous line, "Bitch made nigger." I used the hard.
Easy on the hard R.
I used the hard R. Well, first I used the A, and then I used the hard R later. But I called him that a few times. I called him bitch fag, and suka, blit, and many other things. And the guy on the stream wasn't that upset.
Do you speak Russian? Вам исповедать?
I don't speak Russian.
And
There he goes with his fake Russian.
Those are me no śmiet.
You sound like Chinese.
Those będą rебят. Those нет, those жабкат. Those wydania kierjaci.
No, zwidonje wbije suka.
Co będziecie, suka wybieracie. To jest bakaraci.
Gibberish, suka.
Suka miecie.
You lost me now.
Wait, first I gotta explain how to say suka blat, but not. But
You're fucking the blade. It's not blad. It's blad.
Suka blat.
And yeah, I know, because all Americans say it is suka blat. But let the Russian woman speak. It's suka blat.
Blat.
There you go. There you go.
And I tried to tell the audience that, because I've been on streams where they all start trying to repeat it too, and it's like no, it's suka blat.
Suka blat. Suka blat.
It shouldn't be two words. It should be one.
It's one word, right? I got it.
I've always heard it said in conversations, "Bliet suka."
Yeah, you can flip them around. You fuck, bitch, fuck.
Pizdiet comes out a lot too. That's not so nice one.
Pizdiet.
Pizdiet.
I know enough Russian to get me in or out of a fight.
Yeah. Were you ever a carny, AP?
Oh wait, I didn't get to finish my story.
We traveled doing production.
Okay, I got you.
So like when there was
you had said some
Kiss Motley Crue at WWE.
Okay.
When they would go, you go set up, fucking you were like the cable. There are production companies that have stagehands that come in and B1s, A1 shit like that. And then you got roadies.
Yeah, right.
And roadies travel with the camera guys for WWE, they're roadies. They travel with that fucking show, but the cable pages, the light guy, the riggers, the guys that set up the stage, everything like that, that's local crew.
The spots and shit, that's all run by gotcha.
And we were local crew for like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. So we traveled around doing, a lot of rock concerts, shit like that.
I dig.
So my story, this guy after the stream, like I said, I was throwing some words around, but the guy who was on the stream knew of blood sports. He wasn't really into it or watched it, but he knew what he was getting himself into. This wasn't going to be a civil hall of debates type of thing. And he said he's fine. And he came on the stream, and he was just very, very whiny. It sounded to me, he sounded like a 15-year-old girl who had gotten dumped by her boyfriend, and is going, "I'm never gonna date anyone ever again," is what he sounded like. And
was this the guy that I yelled at in your chat? Because I showed up on one of your streams and it was a dude like being like a giant bitch in the chat, and I fucking yelled at him.
There might have been.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, fuck this, I'm out of here, because I'm gonna commit a hate crime with this motherfucker.
What was this? What's this dude's name?
Well, it was on my last stream before failure. But anyways, this guy isn't that much of an issue. He's fine. He's a bitch faggot. He's a sukobliya. But he's just kind of pathetic. So, whatever. I called him names. I made him feel very badly about himself. He brought a friend on who seemed to. He was talking about things that weren't relevant at all and wouldn't let us talk, and it was kind of all over the place. So I started yelling and name calling, and King Carl popped in, and
oh god,
King Carl comes in and he starts questioning this guy, fucking like police style.
That's AP's creation, man.
Hold on, isn't King Carl the only one who's ever defeated AP in the ring?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I
not really.
Defeated. I won the match. I then retired and handed the strap down to the #1 contender, who happened to be King Carl.
Right.
He
never lost.
Came into that match the #1 contender, and then but you know what? I think he proved his strength against both Mr. Medicare and Andy Worski in a recent Kumite afternoon Kumite.
Yeah. I will give him props.
I'm down there at the bottom. I'm down there at the bottom, but I'm coming up.
fair enough. I mean, watch that one with watch how King Carl handled that. Like just the instincts, of King Carl. Like Andy's like, okay, can you be serious for a second? No.
I'll tell you one thing.
It's like you're not getting through this gimmick. You're not. The way you got to break Carl would be to break the gimmick, and you ain't gonna break the gimmick.
Jim laughed him right off. Jim laughed him off, and then Andy played into it, and it didn't work out too well for Andy.
Well, no, Jim also knew there would be no way to win against a guy who had no platform, wasn't serious about anything, and could make up the story as he went on, as long as it was funny. And that's the guy that's going to get over on the crowd, too. Jim was like, fuck it, I'm not going to go up against the Terminator. This is stupid. He's like, we call it a draw. And that's what
I love it when it first happened, and King Carl just kind of started in, and Jim was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
and I knew we had him. He was like,
he'd never met a creature like a King Carl before.
You made the mighty Jim fucking pause.
Yeah, there's not many things that will give Medicare a reason to be like, what the fuck am I watching on the internet right now? But King Carl came in there and and when he turned it around to make Andy the racist, I'm like, that's good. He's got him in the lock. And then Andy was like, fuck you, started cursing at King Carl, and I'm like, oh, this isn't going well because now he's got you down on his level.
He's got it.
I'm gonna
and then it started like Andy talking about terrible things that happened when he was a child.
You can't go getting down in the fucking mud with a pig, man.
And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
I'm taking AP's advice. I tried to be likable. I didn't want to come off as just like, I'm just kind of coming into the scene. I don't want to come off as just like this terrible human being. I'm gonna be kind of likable, but I feel like I've been being too nice. So I'm just gonna go full savage. I'll let the Russian out. Let the Russian out. Let the Russian
caring so much. That's all you gotta do. You gotta loosen up. Stop caring so much. And you take some motherfuckers down. That's how it works.
This is the way I look at it. If you don't give a fuck about the internet because it's the internet, and you're not scared of somebody fucking making you look like an idiot, like I get made look like an idiot on the fucking regular, then it doesn't matter anymore. Then you just naturally start getting good at it.
Yeah,
I retired because I don't want to have to race for pink slips every time I turn the key.
Fuck, man, that's a hate crime every time you show up.
You can do some serious damage to a motherfucker if somebody fucks you. It's a reason it's called internet blood sports because the public opinion is a lot of it. The game is getting over on the crowd, not getting over on your opponent.
Exactly.
If it was proving your opponent wrong, no bullshit would be undefeated. It's the crowd that hates him, that gives him the defeat on the vote.
Fucking AP, the first time I ever saw you was when you went in for 45 straight minutes on Wizard of Pause.
Oh, that's a great time to get introduced to me.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
That's genuine anger. That was the type of shit that I need to get in there and compete like that. But and it is competing. That's the cool part about it is you're in a competition. It feels like a competition.
Well, I'll tell you, AP,
there's pressure like a competition.
We did have a good tag up when we were doing the Beardy stream. When I'm sitting there and I'm drawing the Wizard of No One Cares. and you're going off. And the funniest thing is I saw someone clipped that whole part where I'm drawing him and you're just going off on him. And I was like, that's a good team up right there. Good team up.
Hey, everybody, do me a favor and say hello to Uzi Q, my woman.
Hey, Uzi Q.
Hey.
An entire shit ton of love. A shit ton of love from Texas to you, from Gulf City. And in case you're wondering, it's a metric shit ton, so that's 2,700 pounds. That's a ton plus shit.
Got a weather report for us there?
Thank you.
In fact, I do. It is 73 degrees here in Gulf City. We have a low of 68 tonight and a high of 81 tomorrow. Winds out of the northeast, and the UV index is going to be an 8 out of 10. It's going to be a nice, clear day. But you want to make that sure that if you have small children, you're going out to the beach, you want to put that sunscreen on. Back to you, Prostate.
Thanks, AP.
Thanks, AP.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Hey, Uzi.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello, Uzi.
Hello there, ma'am.
Yeah, now don't get all proper and shit, man. She just she just wanted to hang out with us. Yeah.
Wait.
So she's built proper.
Yeah, this is one of the better shows we've had in quite a while. So
nice.
Yeah.
Wait, Allie?
You ever put butter on her butt cheeks and lick it off?
Oh.
course.
No butt stuff.
Nice.
No, not in the hole. Just
Oh,
just
not
on the
on the
bone.
inside,
Yeah,
on the
you know,
outside.
you like it
You
when
better like to butter my buns.
your buns, buddy.
Yeah. They're gonna do that shit tonight after the
You
fucking
damn
podcast,
Skippy.
guys.
You damn Skippy.
You know, we're changing lives out here, man. This is why I come do this show.
That's right.
Out there taking
Well,
notes.
the guy on the MGTOW stream I was on the other night, he's like, "What are you doing with your life?" And I you don't know if I said it, but I was thinking, I was like, I was thinking, there's like 30 people, over 30 people watching, laughing at you being stupid. I think I'm providing entertainment. That's something I'm doing for the world. Your ass sitting there in your shitty job, still sad because your fees. Oh, he was
great.
Anyway, back to the story that I've been trying to tell and keep getting sidetracked. So the stream ended fine, and we all were laughing by the end of it. You know, it's a joke. Like, probably won't do it again, but it's cool. We're not mad at each other. We're all good. Now, the next day, let me pull up these. Pulls up these images before, so I can read them to you of his responses to the video, because it's a little hilarious. This is a
Oh, this is a news article. Okay, that's okay. I got it. All right. I thought you were going to do a news thing.
No, it's a fight me in real life guy.
Gotcha.
I got into it with some MGTOW.
Yeah.
Let me say, the first MGTOW I had on my stream, the 1-ton hammer.
Yeah.
I liked him.
I know him.
I thought he was good.
He's a good guy.
I thought he's a very good guy. He honestly, I felt he was much more respectful towards women than most men who are not MGTOW.
It's a great wrestling name.
He when he spoke to me, he didn't treat me like I was inferior at all. He actually said he thought I was quite intelligent.
For a girl.
And no, he didn't say for a girl. He said he thought I was quite intelligent because I commented on my speech disorder. And he said that it's usually that not just that I clearly have passionate opinions about stuff, but that the way the way I talk, you can tell my brain moves too fast for my mouth. That's actually a sign that you're like X amount of
an alien.
No, it's like a sign that you have like a higher IQ.
Are you half alien? And your brain is alien, but your
Is
mouth,
your- hold
so
on,
your
Ray.
mouth can't go fast
Ray.
enough to convey all your alien thoughts?
Trying to tell us that your IQ is extremely high.
My IQ is extremely high. I guess like 140 is like an anomaly.
170.
Would you like $85,000?
Ray, are your boobs extremely large and saggy, and you can rot in a regular?
No, they're non-existent, quite honestly.
Who was it that said the only thing bigger than her boobs was her nose? Who was it that said that?
that was me. And I said, was it because his face looked like it'd been rammed into by...
Oh. Hello?
Anyway, I've had
That
a
thing
few beers at
happened
this
again.
point.
It did,
What'd
didn't
you
it?
say? Wizard of Coz's face had been rammed into what? I don't want to miss that.
Face Mama's nose.
God.
Alright. Here's the comment thread on that MGTOW video. Oh wow, what a hero. She fulfilled the feminist dream.
Drop that again. What the fuck, man?
Called men names. Haha, we have a hero here, guys. Whatever you call men, you will always remain a cum dumpster for men, baby.
Ooh.
And so I responded with, wow, I really got to your fifis. And I hearted his comment.
Well, I mean,
What's his
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you can be a lot of other things. You could be a scientist, but you also would, in part, be a cum dumpster, right? Because any good wife is kind of a cum dumpster.
Well, yeah, that's true. But it's just I'm a cum dumpster for one man.
I'm
Ray,
just saying, just being a cum dumpster, that doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude's name.
It's for one man. Okay, so it goes on, and he says, Oh, look, she's trying the Fifi trick. How cute. I guess that's why you spent 5 minutes boasting about how you call men names, cum dumpster, LMFAO. I think that was referring to me saying earlier, I'll make you my bitch. And then I replied, oh no, name calling, Mafifis, you hurt me so much. Doing like purposely bad spelling, you know that. And he replies, epic, typical
Typical what?
like, look at me, I called a man names on Twitter, then this comment, ha ha ha. I think he's on drugs. They don't make sense, but then it carries on. I say, wanna come on my channel? Or are you a bitch made nigga too? LFAO, you're retarded ass hypocritical suka. You can call men names, but I can't call you names. Wah. Step into the ring with me, I will make you my bitch. Say it to my face.
Is this in your comment section?
This is the comment
What's this
section.
guy's,
Okay.
This guy's right?
I mean, so he just asserts you're a cum dumpster.
Yeah, this goes on. I'll get to
Why are
the
you guys
part-
arguing? We just agreed that you're a cum dumpster, in addition to a lot of other great
Well,
things,
no,
but you
no,
are a cum
you'll-
dumpster, so why
you'll
don't you
get-
just be like,
you'll-
yes, that is
you'll-
among my good qualities.
No, I wasn't against the cum dumpster.
I am a very good receptacle of cum, sir.
Well, see, at the end, he goes. So I started
God.
getting
I've spilled not a drop, sir.
I would see what I would have done.
AP. Come back, Bubba. God, this is getting ridiculous.
I also have a driver's license and blah blah. Like among your a number of other traits, you are a cum dumpster, and that's. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a cum dumpster. I
Oh
don't think
no,
it's.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that comment.
Okay, I just want to make sure you weren't getting upset about being called a cum dumpster.
No, I don't. No, I'm not mad about that. I thought it was hilarious. What I think is funny is that
Okay.
he's. No, I think.
I was
his-
worried about your feelings.
God damn it, AP. You like doing some 4D trolling with me.
No, you're a cum dumpster.
God.
I would never
Statement-
troll a cum dumpster.
Yeah, it's a statement of fact. It's not an insult.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like, yeah, all women are cum dumpsters if they're straight. Why does he
Okay.
want to stick on that? No, I'm not trolling you. I'm just interjecting in the story to make people laugh. That's all. It was getting dark.
Yeah.
So I challenged him. I said, "You want to come on my channel, or are you a bitch made nigga too? You a retarded ass hypocritical suka who can't call men suka." And then in quotes, "You can't call men names, but I can call you names." Wah. Step into the ring with me. I'll make you my bitch. Say it to my face. I'll put my webcam on and bless you with getting to speak and see a beautiful Russian Eurasian woman. My Twitter handle is the Rae Savage. If you're too much of a bitch made nigga to step up to my challenge, you are what my people would call a bitch faggot. But that's in Russian.
Ray, can I give you a little bit of advice when dealing with like MGTOWs and MRAs, stuff like that?
It gets funnier.
This LOL suffices usually. You can just
No, talk about how they're just MGTOWs. You know, MGTOWs is the justification they use for not being able to get a woman, and then talk about how they don't have their foreskin and how you support circumcision. They'll lose their fucking minds. They hate that shit.
They do. They really do.
That's what they're all about. They will blow the fuck up.
I will in the future.
So what have we learned?
And then
We've learned that Ray is a cum dumpster.
He's keeps
It's all right.
saying, calling names, and then because I said because I'm Russian by heritage, he says, so you're Russian cum dumpster, huh? Probably one of those
Yeah.
Western and East European male brides, aren't you? that we order by the mail? How much was your price? Regardless, what the fuck are you still doing here in America?
Okay, now it's the first time he's crossed the line and just called you a hoe. But before then, he's just saying you're a Russian cum dumpster, and we've agreed that that's true.
Get out and go back to Russia. We didn't elect Trump to let cum dumpsters from shithole countries in here.
Trump's wife is a cum dumpster from a shithole Eastern European country.
Indeed, man.
Take your cam girl business.
Slam dunk.
Go cam.
He's had at least 2
with your people in Russian cum dumpster. It continues.
Well, we need to. It's right at midnight. We need to go ahead and wrap things up. Everybody, shit, this has been a great show. Optic Decay, you want to show yourself real briefly?
Well, is the time talking shit? Talk shit enough.
Did it do that thing again where we dropped off?
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'll jump out though. Hopefully that won't be the cat.
Well, hold on, AP. No, well, it's not you, dude.
I was just getting to the end of the story here.
Oh, you still going? Jesus Christ.
No, it's almost over. So he goes, so you think giving a Twitter handle and talking shit is enough? Is that what your man taught you in Tai Chi classes? You should be careful who you challenge online, kid. I'd love to do your big mouth and big words you're using.
So.
It did it again.
It did the thing again. It did the thing again. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what we learned is he wants to fuck your mouth because you're a Russian cum dumpster.
No, this is when he started. He says, "Do send me your real address, and I'll pay you and your boyfriend, my husband, a visit. And how about that baby? Looking forward to meet you in person. You're in Chicago, so go the extra mile and help."
Okay, well, it's Irate Prostate.
But I did tell him that I spend a lot of time in South Inglewood in Chicago, and he could come find me there if he's so.
Okay, Ray. Yeah, we need to close out. Okay. But thanks. This is Irate Prostate. Thanks everybody for showing up for the show. I'm sorry we're still having these problems, the audio going in and out. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Optic, you want to show yourself real briefly?
Show myself.
Do it, brother.
Yeah, do it, man.
Well, I didn't think it was that going to be that kind of party, but all right. So I'll be doing streams sometime this weekend and on Monday, doing the art thing at my channel, which is YouTube.
YouTube.com. See Optic Decay.
Yeah.
Bombed out again.
It
God
did.
damn it.
God damn it.
I'm AP and I got fat balls. That's mine.
Theo Cuxtable.
I as my actual ego.
Shit. Fuck this. This is Irate Prostate out. Love y'all, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, it did the thing.
Yeah, I know it. Daterludes.
AP's got gigantic testicles.